Hello traders, and welcome to the market opening preview on a Wednesday, October 19th, 2016. Traders, great to be back. Absolutely excited to be back in front of my charts again on my computers. It's been a wild week. As you know, I moved on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I was supposed to be back yesterday. About a 36-hour delay in getting my internet up and running. So I haven't been in the markets for 6 days, my friends. But we'll get through it. We will get got some good stuff going on, some changes, and yeah, it's going to be a great new session, as we would call it. So my name is William Gilday, and I am your host for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I am coming to you from Thailand, currently 7:34 in Bangkok, and 20:34 on Wall Street on a Tuesday night. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL. FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. All right, traders, let's get the legal stuff out of the way. And let's talk about this just for a second. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, remember, this is a game of capital preservation and live to trade another day. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, traders. My name is William Gilday, and like I said, I'm your host for the Market Opening Preview Series. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006. In 2008, I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later, I came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Traders, I'm in my 9th year, and we're still here in Thailand. Absolutely love living in Asia. It's quite a dream, and it's great hours to trade the financial markets, as I trade Forex in Asia and London, and for about the first 2 hours of the New York session, I trade options. So a little diversified there, but we have a little bit in every session, and quite exciting, to be honest with you. Like I said, I haven't been in front of the computers for 6 days, so just trying to get my feet wet again. It's really amazing when you're out for 6 days how much you lose, right? So what kind of a trader am I? I'm a pullback trader. I like price action to make a move, give me a pullback in the direction, counter trend of the trend, then take the trade in the direction of the trend. And usually I'm looking for a confluence, whether it's a 200 exponential moving average, a pivot point, a Fibonacci number. I'm always looking for a reason at a resistance or support, depending on which direction I'm going, to get in the trade at a decent price. So after that happens, we enter the trade, and basically that's it. Then I take a look at fundamentals. I'm going to talk about fundamentals. We've got a lot of data coming out today, full day today in data. I was quite surprised when I opened up the data that's being released today, and it is a full day of data. It's kind of wild. I haven't seen a Wednesday that full in a long time. So data coming out, and fundamentals are important, traders. You don't have to know fundamentals, but you need to know when they're coming out, what they are. And any platform that you get your fundamentals from, if you click on that release, it'll tell you basically what it's about and what they're expecting, right? So you just need to know what's coming out and how's it going to affect a trade that you're in or you're thinking about getting in. So you have to have a minor base in fundamentals. Over the years, I've gotten a lot better, and thanks to you, because it's all about, if you're doing videos every day for YouTube, you got to know what's going on in the world, right? You got to know what's happening. So I take these fundamentals, I take my trade plan that I put together, put a lot alerts on my charts, and then basically the trade plan is going to work or it's not going to work. And if it doesn't work, we just get out of it, right? We don't wait for the 40 pip stop, right? If it's bad at 20 pips, I'm going to get out and see if I can re-enter later on. I'll take a small hit. I don't want to take a 40 pip hit, right? I like to take 10 or 12 pip hits and get out. I don't like these losers to get me lost, right? Okay. All right, let's talk about some news and commentary today. Like I said, full day. We had some speakers. What do we got here? We had TickNet long-term transactions. It was positive 48.3. They were expecting 22.0. billion. That was out of the U.S. And we had the Aussie had what's that? ML leading index, and that was no expectations. So I have no idea which if it was good or bad. Looks like it was in line with expectations. Today in Asia we have 5 pieces of China news: fixed asset investment, GDP, quarter on quarter, GDP year on year for Q3, and we have industrial production year on year, and then low impact is retail sales out of China. But the GDP and the industrial productions can be very important today as we take a look at that. That'll do it for our Asia session. Let's head on over into the London session, and we have climate count change out of the Great British Pound, average earnings index out of the Great British Pound. That'll be an interesting one to watch, especially after the Brexit. We'll see how that's going on. And that's really it as far as we have German 30-year Bund auction again. Low impact. We don't think that's going to do anything in the markets today. Moving into the U.S. session, we have a lot of data coming out, but they're all low impact until we get to building permits comes out today. So we will keep an eye on that. We do have Bank of Canada monetary policy report and interest rate decision today. And of course, we have, as every Wednesday, most Wednesdays, we have crude oil inventories today. And late in the U.S. session, which will be, it looks like 11:15 a.m. on Wall Street, we have Bank of Canada Governor Pulitz speaking. And we have also at the same, it'll be 12:15, we have FOMC member Hawker speaking. So, and then in Asia tomorrow, really afternoon of New York, you have FOMC Kaplan speaking. So keep an eye on that. Busy day tomorrow in Asia. We have unemployment change out of the Aussie. We don't expect anything different from there. So quite a full day in the market as far as data goes for today. So we'll keep an eye on that. Little change. We're going to change things around a little bit in the market opening preview. We're not going to watch the same charts every single day. A lot of them will be the same, but we're going to move around. We're going to bounce around a little bit, so I get a taste of some new stuff. And we're not going to. I was sharing the markets of how they closed and stuff, and we're not going to do that. I'm going to spend more time on data releases and what they are and how they're important to us in Asia. Okay, and what's coming up in London and of course in New York. So, my commentary is very short today. As like I said, I have not been in the markets for 6 days, and and just get my feet wet again. Like I really have no idea what's happened. I've had no TV and no internet. No TV for 4 days and no internet for 6 days. So, just getting reacquainted and moving along here, and everything's all new. Totally. My workspace has been all changed and everything like that. So let's get started. Traders, this is the euro dollar. Look at this sell-off we had right through the. We have to keep an eye on the time frames on our charts today, folks. I've changed. I'm not staying on a 30-minute chart. I'm all over the place as far as times. So this is a 30-minute chart, and we're just looking for this pullback up to this 1.10, and now this is closed below. It was at 1.9280, I think it was, and 98.80. Sorry, 99.80, and we're below the 1.10 level, which is pretty critical. And we're looking, to get out of this trade at 0.0966 at a start. That's not a lot of pips, right? So it's a 40 pip trade, but we'll keep trailing this if this comes down. Now the support line where we're going to take profit is quite large. So there's a lot of support at that price level of 0.966, surprisingly. So we've touched this area before, and we'll look to get a pullback, and we'll take this down. If it goes up to the 200, that'll even be better, right? All right, so that's the euro dollar. And wow, the birds are really chirping this morning. I'm on the top floor of my condo, so the birds are like right above me. And the new unit I'm in is right facing the beach. I'm not on the beach, but facing the beach in the Gulf of Thailand, and the birds are out today. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, this is a daily chart, folks. This is a daily chart, and I wanted to show you this because look at this range it's in, huh? this is in a range. However, we continue to make higher lows and lower high and higher lows and higher highs, and then it just basically stays there. This hasn't come down below that 200 exponential moving average for a very long time. So we're in this range, and this is not a sell here. We don't want to sell this here, even though I have it marked to sell here because it's resistance. But this is going to overshoot, and there's a good possibility this is going to go all the way up to that resistance line on the top of the chart before we get that selling opportunity. But I'm not selling here, right? We're in this nasty range, and we'll see how it goes. If you go to a lower time frame like an hourly, you could probably get in this a lot easier. But I wanted to look at a daily just to see what's going on with the Aussie, and it's still in the range. However, my bias is bearish, okay? I'm bearish on the Aussie dollar. All right, let's take a look at the Euro-Yen. Nice little trade here. Not a lot of pips, but we want this to come back to that 50% Fibonacci level. You can see we have a lot of resistance there if you look left of the chart. So we just want this to come up to that 114.27, and we'll take it down to 113.96 at a start. We don't have to get out of that if this continues to go down. And this can continue without us, right? So we'll just keep an eye on that. We have a couple of pairs that we have, including the Euro-Yen, is, with the Euro is weak and the Yen is strong, right? So it makes sense that this is going to continue down without any issues. We just need the pullback to get in the trade. All right, let's take a look at the pound yen. That's a new one for us. And this is a 1 hour chart, and we're just looking for an opportunity to get in this trade. I'd like to get in at 127.30, somewhere in there, below the 200 exponential moving average. I'm going to take this all the way down to 124.89. So this is a 200 plus pip trade if this works on an hourly chart, which is nice. Right, I put a trend line in there. You can see it's broken the trend line. It's retested it. Now we'll see if we can get this to move. And I'm seriously considering jumping on this after the Asia session to get in here. What's one of the main things here on this pound yen is, folks, remember the pound is weak and the yen is strong, right? So we expect this to continue the bearish trend here and continue the downside. I wouldn't want to be buying the Great British Pound right now. We probably won't be buying the Great British Pound probably for about 60 to 90 days. Until they have their court ruling on when they have to do Article 50 as far as leaving the EU. So that's pretty big stuff, right? So we'll keep an eye on that. But this looks like a great trade here on an hourly chart, and we'll see what we can do here. Hopefully this continues to the downside. We'll jump in this for sure. I am watching this closely. All right, let's take a look at the Euro-Aussie. Nice trade here. And yeah, we're going to work on our fonts, folks, on the charts here. We're going to try some new stuff and see what's the best way to do this to get out the point. And this is an educational platform, so we want to do a lot of education other than giving you trade alerts. This is not trade alerts, okay? But take a look at this. I marked off here where we have resistance, right? So we want current price to pull back to this 1.4441 and go there. Now I couldn't fib this because, one, I don't have 2 to the left and 2 to the right to do that. So we're going to see what happens here. This just might continue, folks. This is the Euro-Aussie. We know how this works. This can just continue and not even give us a wink to the back to give us a pullback, and we're just going to have to wait and see here. But just keep an eye on it. And, here we have a Euro that's weak and an Aussie that's sideways. So we'll just keep an eye and we'll just watch this. But I want to sell this, right? Excuse me. Yeah, I definitely want to sell this and take it to the downside. All right, let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar, last trade of our day. This is a trade that I put on, actually, it's been quite a long time ago, before I moved. So this came down, went through my entry and pulled back up now. Now we're at a great level right here. So I'm looking for this to weaken, maybe overshoot a little bit. I don't think it's going to get past that trend line. It's going to continue to the downside. So there's a nice little pullback here, nice area. I'm just looking for the selling opportunity. This is a daily chart, folks. This is a daily chart. So, I plan on being in this trade for a long time because I'm so bearish on the New Zealand dollar, right? So bearish. So we'll just watch this. Like I said, I've been in this, I don't know, a week and a half, and we'll see how it goes. So pretty interesting chart, and you know, this is really my style of trading, right? Look at this, break to the downside, give you a fib up, and now I'm looking for it to pull back. And maybe tomorrow I'll stick a fib on there, and we'll take a look at that and see how the fibs work and what numbers were. Looks like to me we're probably about the 50% fib level here. So we'll see. All right, traders, good stuff. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilder, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you for joining me on a Wednesday, October 19th, 2016. Traders, we'll say about 24 hours. Always remember to trade smart and not hard. And we'll be a little sharper tomorrow. I'll get back into it and find out what's going on in the markets today. And we'll have some more data for you tomorrow. Traders, we'll see you in about 24 hours. Have a great trading day. And see you next time. Hey, come visit our website at FXCL. That's fxclearing.com. Sorry about that. That's fxclearing.com. Come visit our website and take a peek around. Got some good stuff for you and a lot of trading solutions for you. All right, traders. See you in about 24 hours. Take care now. Bye-bye.